Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Welcome to the Grow Tent, everybody. You have found the best one channel on YouTube, man. The place where we simplify the approach for you so everyone can learn how to grow. We make it so simple, even I can understand. So I'm going to listen and learn right now.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Grow Tent. We got a fantastic episode for today. Today, we're going to be talking about getting rid and keeping rid of fungus gnats out of your garden forever. They're those super annoying little things that buzz around your face whenever you're watering or messing with your plant. And I'm going to teach you a couple tricks today on how to get rid of them forever. First, though, we got to do the intro. So if you don't want to hear the intro, then just skip forward like 2 minutes. These usually last, maybe a little bit longer, because I want to talk about something else today also. So first, let's get on with the intro. Guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. I super appreciate it. We're over 50,000, so thank you. But my main point to this is, if you're ever going to try to get me to talk crap on another growing channel, it's not going to happen. Don't come over here trying to get me to talk crap about another channel. I respect any single person that puts content out about this, especially with how much censorship we face day to day between Instagram, YouTube, and all that. So anybody that has a growing channel automatically has my respect, because this is it is a pretty tough way to try to make content. So that's first things first, and that's out of the way. Second thing, guys, my Patreon only has 53 spots left before I am shutting it down to the public. I think I'm kind of at my limit on the amount of people that I can help day to day. It's already getting pretty crazy. Right now we are almost to 700 Patreons, which makes my Patreon one of the biggest C-word Patreons there are. But I said I would shut it down at 750. That's whenever I'm going to shut it down. It's just, it's a lot of work doing all the different hats that I wear, and I think we're going to shut it down at 750. So if you were wanting to get on the Patreon, get availability to all the free crosses and everything that I make, you got 53 spots left before it's closed to the public. Also, guys, thank you for a huge week in the merch store. We had over 700 merch orders the last week, between t-shirts, stickers, Dougies, whatever. We had 700 orders that we got out just last week, and while there is still a few things left, I found like an old one of our original boxes of t-shirts and stuff like that. While that is still there, they still do come with a feminized surprise for the rest of this month, or until we sell completely out. I think there's only there might be 10 shirts left total on the site. Other than that, guys, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't yet, please do. Also, watch the full video, including the intro if you want. And if you made it this far, then you are at the end of the intro. So thank you. Let's get the episode started. Bye. Woo! Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, guys. Today we're talking about fungus gnats and how to get rid of them, because this is not the biggest deal whenever it comes to pesting your garden. I mean, spider mites is a way scarier thing to deal with, but fungus gnats is pretty much something everybody has, and they're also some of the easiest to get rid of. So today we're going to be talking about 2 products that you can use to get rid of your fungus gnats. And in general, it's really just one, because the product we're going to use, which you hear me talk about on the lives, I think I've even done a video about it before. Maybe not a video. I don't know. I talk about it on the lives all the time. But we're going to be talking about diatomaceous earth, how we use it, the other benefits you get from it, and how it works on getting rid of your fungus gnats forever. Because once you actually use this product, they can't come back, and they won't come back because they avoid areas with it. So today we're going to talk about diatomaceous earth, what it does, when you add it, how much you add, all this kind of stuff, and the benefits it has, besides just getting rid of fungus gnats, because it's also, okay, well, we're going to get into it right now. So what is diatomaceous earth? You guys have seen me use it. We'll put a picture up right there. This is the bag, what it looks like whenever you get it. God, please remember to put that picture up there. That's about 50-50 whether I remember to put them up in the main body. Usually I'm only adding stuff in the video, like Mars Hydro, because I forgot to put that in the intro. Guys, remember, Mars Hydro sponsor the channel. If you're looking for any kind of new light, new tint, make sure you check them out. There's links to it in the video description below, just like for the Patreon. And sorry, I forgot that part in the intro, but I got to put that in the video. And use code WTTGT at checkout, extra discount on your stuff. All right. So with diatomaceous earth, like you just saw put up there, oh, please remember to put that up there. I probably will now that I've talked about it that much. But with the diatomaceous earth, it's actually made out of like little sea creature skeletons. And the sea creatures are called diatoms. And whenever they die, their skeleton gets left behind. And their skeleton is also, it's made of silica. But what happens is these, like whenever you feel it in your hand, it looks like it reminds you of like flour. It's like super smooth and it's very tiny, tiny particles. Well, it only feels like flour. It feels really soft whenever you pick it up in your hand. It feels like, just imagine if you put your hand in a thing of flour. That's exactly what it feels like. Well, that is not what it feels like if you are an insect with an exoskeleton. Whenever we are going to add it, I add it to the top of my soil once a month. I don't measure it. I just grab a handful of it, kind of fill up this little pocket inside my hand, and then I just sprinkle it around the top. I do this on days when I haven't watered. So I want the top of the soil to be pretty dry whenever I'm doing this, because if it gets wet, this stuff gets all clumpy and it doesn't work very well whenever you're spreading it out. After that, I don't care if it gets wet, because it's going to, because whenever you water, it's going to get wet. But after I've spread it out, I don't care anymore if it gets, because you've already spread it out, so who cares? Okay, so I'm just going to grab a handful of it and I'm going to sprinkle it around the topsoil one time a month, or the day I transplant, whichever, I usually transplant every 3 weeks. So that's my, one time per month. And then I'm going to sprinkle it around the whole top, and then I am going to work it in the top 2 or 3 inches, because that is the area that we are concerned with the fungus gnat larvae, because that's where they live. If you ever watched your fungus gnats, they land on your soil and they go, and they go down into their little tunnels that they make all over your soil. Well, that top 2 to 3 inches is where the fungus gnat larvae live, and they look like little maggots walking through your soil. It's fucking disgusting. If you've ever, once they get big enough and you can actually see them, bleh, fucking gross. So they are in there swimming around in your soil, not really swimming, but just kind of maggoting, earthworming, or crawling around in your soil, and it's disgusting. Well, whenever you add this diatomaceous earth, you are adding razor wire to your soil, well, at least to those maggots. To them, that is like razor wire, because whenever they crawl, this microscopic fine, what feels like to us smooth powder, is a bunch of jagged little pieces of the diatom skeleton, and it will slices them up. And also, whenever it like lands on them or attaches to them, they actually dehydrate and they die. The flies even do. So whenever they touch it, they also die a few days later. But what happens is we actually knock out one of the generations of the fungus gnats, lineage. So they have the eggs, they have the larvae, then they have their little flying, irritating ass stage. So their asses aren't irritating, but they're an irritating ass. There you go. I'll probably get demonetized for cussing. But whenever they're, the egg stage, we take care of whenever we dry out our soil. That dries out, they die. Then we don't have to deal with them. Then we are pre-treating our soil with our diatomaceous earth. It's super cheap. It's like $20 a bag, and the bag will last you a really long time, unless you got lots and lots of plants. But hey, oh yeah, great, you loopholed me. And then as those larvae die, there's no new generation to take the fungus gnat's place whenever they die, and so you interrupt their breeding cycle, and then it's over with. And then plus, the flies won't come back to the soil that has the diatomaceous earth in it. They do not like it. They stay away from it because it's dangerous to them and it kills them. So if you add this to them, more will not come back because they don't want to land in your soil anymore, because it's like a hostile, environment. It's not like something that is like, oh yeah, this is really nice. Let's move into this house that's, surrounded by a moat filled with alligators and we have kids. They're not moving in anymore because of the diatomaceous earth. It works with spider mites and all that kind of stuff. They do not like diatomaceous earth. You can also spray your plants with neem oil, and they don't like the smell of it. It's kind of like citronella with mosquitoes, where it repels them away. The neem oil will work the same with the adults. So you can spray your plant with the neem oil. It will not hurt them. They don't like the smell. It keeps the adults away, and the diatomaceous earth will interrupt their life cycle, and there'll be nothing to take the adults' place, and the adults will have left because they definitely don't like the diatomaceous earth. So if you're treating all of your soil with it, it's a bonus. Now, another bonus on top of it is their skeletons are made of silica. Cannabis plants love silica. So every time you are doing this, you are amending your soil with silica. Silica is one of the things that cannabis plants really, really like. So whenever you are adding this, you are getting that bonus on top of it. So you don't have to buy a product like Power SI or anything like that, because you're already adding the silica into your grow, and it's 100% organic because it's made of, dead skeleton. That is the product that it is made of, is skeletons. It's 100% organic. And I know there's some of those people out there that you like to do like organic living soil, where you put the earthworms and stuff in there. This stuff does not hurt earthworms at all. They have that gooey outside, and they just kind of glide right by this stuff. Somebody just sent me a text, and I was thinking about it. So it won't hurt your earthworms at all. So, if you're doing that organic stuff, it'll work. But guys, if you just do those two little simple things, well, three. So you dry your soil out. That gets rid of the eggs before you use it. If you don't have time to do that, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need to get stuff transplanted. You don't have time. You dry your soil out, use diatomaceous earth, and then you can spray your plants with neem oil. You don't even have to do that last one. I'm telling you, just the diatomaceous earth, and they will be happy as can be to never mess with your plants again, and you won't have to have any fungus gnats or the fungus gnat larvae. And plus, it just keeps a lot of other insects away because they don't want to be around it. So, springtails, anything of the sort, they will not be in your soil because it will kill them. So they'll stay away from it. So using diatomaceous earth, besides having the huge benefits of being made of silica that the plants like, it is fantastic to add to your garden, because none of the other bugs want to be around it either. All right, so that's today's video on getting rid of fungus gnats. I'll see you guys later. Peace. GT.